In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make $10,000 online in the next 30 days. And I see the skepticism in your eyes. I see it. Stay with me. It's going to be worth it. Let's dive into my computer. So the first thing that we need to cover is the basic business model, the universal business model behind every single business. So at its core, every single business can be broken down into three primary stages. Stage number one is traffic. And so this traffic can come from anywhere. It could come from Facebook, could come from Google, could come from YouTube, could come from direct mail, could come from press releases. This traffic could come from knocking on doors. This traffic can come from anywhere. The second stage in any business model and in any sales process is in establishing a relationship and establishing a conversation or a relationship with the prospect. The ultimate goal of this is to get the prospect to know, like, and trust you and your brand. And this conversation can take place any number of ways. It doesn't literally mean that you need to get on the phone and talk to your prospects. That's just ridiculous. This conversation takes place through marketing, essentially. It can take place through email, can take place through text, can take place through phone calls. I can't spell. It can take place through billboards, honestly. Ultimately, the purpose of this conversation and relationship building is to get the prospect to know, like, and trust you, simply because it is infinitely easier to get someone who knows you to purchase from you than it is to get someone who doesn't know you to purchase from you. Case in point, go up to your buddy and say, hey dude, I've got this old DVD I don't want anymore. You want it for $5? Probably a 50-50 shot he'll say yes, depending on how good of a friend he is. You go up to some random person on the street and say, hey, got this DVD, don't want it anymore, you want it for $5? I bet your conversion rate is something like 0.5%. You probably have to talk to like 50 to 100 people to get any of them to take you up on it, just because A, that's fucking weird. Who's gonna do that? But B, they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you, and as a result, they're not going to give you money. So, second stage of every business is getting your prospects to know, like, and trust you. And the third stage of every business is to obviously make a sale and sell products. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, Jordan, this is all great, but guess what? I don't have traffic. No one knows, likes, or trusts me. And most importantly, I have no products to sell. Well, here's the thing. There are three essential categories of products, and this is a very broad generalization, but essentially there's three types of products that are the easiest to sell online and that are the easiest to generate a real revenue with. So the first type of product is a physical product or an e-commerce product. And then the second type of product, which is by far the easiest to start with, it's what I always recommend, is some sort of information product. Now, I know what that sounds like. Oh, info products, info marketers. No, shut up and listen. So info products is really a very, very broad umbrella. And so an info product, it could be a service, right? Because at the end of the day, an information product is just a different level of abstraction above a done-for-you service, right? So you can do something for someone, and essentially what you're doing is you're using the skill set that's locked up here in your brain to deliver information to them, except you're just doing it for them. So, like, let's say you're a writer. You are contributing information to whatever publication you're writing for. You're just doing it for them, right? That's an info product. It's just a different level of abstraction. If you show someone how to do something, that would put you at a different layer of abstraction. That would be more of a consultant, right? If you show multiple people at once how to do something, that'd be more of a group coaching product. If you just codify your knowledge and your information into some sort of program, online education program or course, that's another information product. If you write it all down, put it in a book, that's another information product. Every book ever written is an information product. This video is an information product. The price of admission just happens to be free. Now, why do I do this? Quite simply because I'm focusing on the knowing, liking, and trusting factor in my business. And that's what this video does for me, but it is also an information product. Tangent over. Information product can be a service. It can be a digital product, like an online education product. So it could be an education product, or it could be a SaaS product or any type of software. Those all fall under the information product categories. So you've got your physical products here. that's pretty self-explanatory. You've got your information products, which encompasses all of these. And lastly, you have your affiliate products, which are essentially you selling someone else's product on their behalf. It gives you the upside of revenue generation without any of the downside of actually having to fulfill on customer demands, create a product, maintain a product, etc. Great examples of affiliate products and programs are especially SaaS products that have an affiliate component built in. And so it's incredibly easy for you to build traffic, establish a relationship with those people. And if you don't have a product, if you don't have time for a product, if you don't have any skills, which I call BS on that, if you claim that you don't have a skill set, if you've ever been paid in any sort of job, that means you were paid for your skills. You have a skill set that is valuable, that the market values. Therefore, there is probably some sort of product that you can create based around that. But we'll set that discussion aside for now. That's for another video. We'll just focus on affiliate products here. And a very great example would be probably one of the better known affiliate SaaS products would be ClickFunnels, right? So if you build up a community of people around, marketing and entrepreneurship, you establish a relationship with them, and then you're like, hey guys, a great way to execute on everything we've been talking about is ClickFunnels. If they click on your link and go purchase ClickFunnels, you get essentially 50% of the recurring revenue of whatever subscription they sign up for in ClickFunnels, which comes out to about like $50 a month, I think. Don't quote me on that, but it's generally around $50 a month. And that's you simply recommending ClickFunnels. So you can immediately have a $50 per month recurring revenue stream without actually having to spend, tens of millions of dollars actually designing this beast of a SaaS product. Now, this is not an affiliate pitch. I'm not necessarily recommending ClickFunnels. There's certainly no affiliate links beneath this video. I'm just telling you these are the 3 basic tiers of products that you can sell as an online business owner, even if you're just starting out. Now, you're probably thinking, well, Jordan, this is all great, but the reality is, and I understand how to, establish a conversation, because at the end of the day, conversations are the new currency. Your ability to build a relationship with a prospect who's actually engaged with you, that is the new currency. Email open rates are dropping precipitously. AdWords or not AdWords, but paid traffic in general is becoming significantly more expensive. If you don't have a relationship with someone, it's very, very, very expensive to get them to buy from you. And so, yeah, you understand the value prop there. You understand of the different products that you can sell, the different services that you can sell. That's all great. You're thinking, well, I have no traffic and I have no way of getting that traffic. Well, check this out, because I disagree with you. So let's say you're starting out, and let's say you have a skill set. Doesn't matter. It could be underwater basket weaving, right? You have a skill set. You're just starting out. You're looking to earn $10,000 online in the next month. So the first thing you need to do is generate traffic. Well, there's 2 ways of doing that. Option number 1 is you simply hustle. You put out free content and you promote your shit. Basically, you say, hey, I'm putting this free content out. Come check more. If you're interested, come check more of it out over here, right? And so the second thing that you need is some sort of a conversation or relationship building tool. I recommend a Facebook group for that. Hands down, bar none, in virtually any single industry you can think of, you should have a Facebook group. Like realistically, you just should have a Facebook group. I would even go so far as to say, if you're just starting out, focus on a Facebook group over an email list. A Facebook group is where you are going to see the best results. So you have a Facebook group, and then you're probably wondering, okay, great, what am I going to sell? That's incredibly simple. Just sell a course, sell a membership product for, $20 a month, $50 a month, whatever you want. Take your skill set, develop a very simple course, and then sell it to them. If you don't think you have a skill set, if you don't know how to do that, great. Then just find affiliate products, find other people who have already created products in whatever market you decided to move towards, and then just sell those things to your audience you've built up engagement with. But Jordan, you're thinking, you didn't really answer this question around traffic, going and pimping out my shit, pimping out my Facebook group on all of the social media channels and communities. That's a lot of work. I don't really know if I want to put in that much work. Great, glad you asked. Here is the way to really scale this up and pour gasoline on the fire, and that is with paid traffic. So I'm going to essentially take this model here, and I'm going to flip it on its side. And essentially, what you're going to do is you're going to start promoting your Facebook group with Facebook ads, right? Facebook ads, I would argue that it is the most valuable skill you can learn in business today in 2018 is how to leverage paid traffic to profitably scale your business, whether it's your own business, whether it's a client's business, whether it's the business you work for. This skill set unlocks the keys to the kingdom. And so what you're going to do is you're going to spend $1,000 on Facebook ads, let's say $1,000, and let's say you're getting members to your Facebook group at about $1 per member, which is not unreasonable. And so you're driving members into your Facebook group. You have 1,000 members in your Facebook group. Excuse the chicken scratch. I'm trying to do this on my mouse. So you have 1,000 members in your Facebook group. Let's say this takes you, I don't know, a couple weeks to get to, right? Great. Well, and during this time, by the way, you are having conversations in your Facebook group. You're talking about content that you see. You see a cool article, you post it, and you're engaging with this audience in your Facebook group. You're building relationships with them. They know you, they like you, and they trust you. What you're going to do then is offer to sell them let's call it a $9.97 info product around, again, whatever the topic of this group is. Let's say only 1%, one lousy percent of these 1,000 people, which is probably a low estimation, but 1% of the 1,000 community members that you have decide to purchase that product from you. Again, probably not because you have some great reputation, because you have past case studies or results. It's just because they like you, they want to support you, and so 1% of them, that means 1 out of every 100 people decides that they like you enough to throw you a bone and say, okay, cool, here's $900. So if 1% of them converts, that's 10 people at $9.97. That is $10,000 right. Not 10 comma K, $10,000 right there off of a simple $1,000 ad spend, right? Now, it doesn't stop there though, because this just becomes an incredibly profitable business model, right? So you put in $1,000, you get $10,000 out. Now all of a sudden you can put in $10,000, or maybe you go on a vacation, so you only put in $8,000. But now all of a sudden you put in $8,000, and out comes $30,000 or $40,000 or $50,000 within the next 30 days. This becomes an incredibly profitable business model in and of itself. But the real magic behind this business model doesn't stop there, because all of a sudden now, with that initial $1,000 ad spend, you now have 10 customers who just paid you $1,000 a piece. Now, of those 10 customers, do you think a portion of them would be willing to pay you more money for more hand-holding, for more of your time, for more of your software, whatever it is that you're selling? Do you think a portion of them will be willing to pay more? The answer is absolutely yes. Typically between, depending on the price point, anywhere from 5 to 20% of the people who have just purchased from you will purchase some sort of an upsell. And so let's just call it 10%. Let's split the difference, call it 10%. Is willing to pay you an additional $1,000 for like one-on-one attention, consulting, coaching from you with this imaginary info product in underwater basket weaving or whatever your skill set is. That is an additional $1,000, and now you are at a 10K profit. And so the real value comes as you reinvest this front-end profit into your traffic. You're moving your traffic through your conversion and engagement machine. You're spitting out $1,000 sales. Now, over time, let's say a couple months, you all of a sudden have 100 people in here who've all paid you $1,000. Now you can start selling them into continuity programs, because it is significantly easier to convince people to pay you on an ongoing monthly basis after they've already purchased from you and they've taken that next step in their buyer's journey with you. And that, in a nutshell, is how you generate $10,000 online within 30 days or less. It's not that difficult. Now you're probably thinking, well, I don't have $1,000, Jordan. Great. Start with $10. Do the same thing. And for the $10, you're going to drive 10 people into your Facebook group. You're going to be giving them a lot of fucking attention because there's only 10 people in that Facebook group. And sell them something for $5 a piece or $10 a piece, or sell them a one-on-one call with you to go over live on screen how to actually basket weave underwater. Sell them that call at a discounted price of $50 per call. If you put in the effort, you will probably be able to get all 10 of those people to take you up on that $50 call. Now all of a sudden that's $500 that you can plug back in to your traffic, and then you're off to the races again, because $500 is a meaningful amount of money to use for ads. The beauty of this system is it is self-perpetuating. Now you might be thinking, well, Jordan, this is great, but I don't know the first thing about ads. Then all I can say to that is you need to understand how to leverage paid traffic. Paid traffic, especially Facebook ads, is the most important skill set that you can have in business today in 2018 if you are trying to start and scale your own business. Why? Because with paid traffic, especially Facebook ads, if you have this skill set, you can leverage it into consulting or starting an agency, so you can do services. You can go out and find business owners who need help, who don't know this shit, and you can charge them obscene amounts of money to do this for them. You can create digital products based off of this. You can get hired at any agency. If you understand paid traffic and how this works and plays together, I promise you, you will never have a hard time getting hired at an agency or anywhere in-house that sells products online. You will just never have a shortage of jobs, never have a shortage of employment, which allows you to take significantly more risks and to do things like invest money into ads, because worst case scenario, you just get a job somewhere and get paid very well to do it. So Facebook ads is the most important skill you can learn today in 2018 when it comes to online businesses and digital marketing, in my opinion. And if you don't understand that skill set, if you don't have that skill set, then you need to do whatever you need to do to learn that skill set. So you can watch my channel here on YouTube. There's a lot of great content here. You can go try and get a job at an agency and learn that way. That's the way that I learned. You can enroll in my Facebook ads for agency owners program. It's a new program I released. Just do whatever you need to do to learn this skill set, and then you can start implementing these strategies very, very simply and in a very, very low maintenance and low time consuming way. You can start executing on these strategies and seeing these kinds of results. That's how you do it in a nutshell. That is how you generate $10,000 within the next 30 days. I told you, don't be skeptical. If you got value from this video, if you want to see more videos like this, if you enjoyed this sort of content, please, please, please go down, click the button below, click the link in the description to subscribe to this channel. It would mean the world to me. And let me know in the comments what you liked about this video, what you want to see more of. I read every single comment. I try to respond to every single one, and I will create more videos on this. I'll see you in the next one. Keep hustling.